Hello everyone, I'm Okanil, I'm the coach of the Buca Happiness, and today we are playing against some random fellow coach of something Drillburs. I think Driftveil Drillburs. I don't know, I don't actually care at this point because I seriously did this recording so many times. I did 3 different team building, and then I played the game just a few minutes ago. I recorded them, but as a bad streamer slash recorder slash so many things, I'm not bad at so many things. I'm so many things. So okay, enough rambling. I forgot that I need to put the voice input, so it didn't have any voice, so now I'm doing a postcom. So looking at his team, actually he brought 4 of the monsters I was sure he was gonna bring. I was sure of Froggy, I was sure of Sneasel, Darmanitan and Whooper, and then I was thinking he might bring İDUţ for the rocks. He didn't. Leak Tank was something I was afraid of. It came. Staffel, I wasn't really sure if it would come. I don't know what Staffel would have done, and it didn't do much, as you'll see. And that's why I brought this 6. We had a Farium Z Slowpoke with Scald Flamethrower, Slackoff, and HP Grass. We had Mianfu with Eviolite. I mean, you will see, I'm not gonna go over all of the sets, but we had Slowpokes to counter Water Grass. He also has the Time Pole, and he has Froakie, so HP Grass was good all over. Farium Z was good damage on most things, and it's also decreased the damage I would take from knockoff. And Eviolite was needed on Pawniard and Mianfu, both of which were good Sneasel checks. We had 2 sweeping options with Carablast and Magby. Magby is Belly Drum Mag Punch, Belly Drum Fire Punch kind of sweeper, and Carablast is Scarfer. So I led the Slowpoke because anything other than Froggy was a good lead for me. He led Froggy. I thought he might go for spikes or something, so I went Hidden Power Grass. And here I want to save some health with Regenerator. I have good Regenerator core, but he got the Paralyze on his first try. Here I tried to knock it off. He survived. I got paralyzed, and then he Earthquaked. I knew I was faster, so I could have healed myself up, and then we went to HP Grass and do some heavy damage. And at this point he could have saved it, he could have sacked it, but he decided he would save it, so he went into Leak Tank. So Body Slam was his main damaging options at this point, it was obvious, so he spent his luck on the Protect. I got paralyzed there, then I could have killed the Whooper freely. So here I decided let me stop it. Here, Flare Blitz or U-turn was his options. So on the face of a Flare Blitz, I could have gone into Nosepass, or I could have gone into Slowpoke. But since Slowpoke doesn't have the Eviolite, it will still take a good chunk. So is Nosepass, and Nosepass at this point was a pretty good check to most of the stuff on his team. And in case of a U-turn where I go into the others, my sturdy would be broken with Nosepass. The Slowpoke would have took a really big chunk, so I didn't want to do that. If he U-turned there and I get my Drain Punch against any of the other formats, I mean, Sneasel would be dead. Leak Tank would be really heavily damaged. Staffel would be really heavily damaged, I wanna say, not dead. Froggy as well. So it was a calculated sacrifice here. Then I said, okay, it's a free Obama switch-in, and I Stealth Rocked. I knew I could have took Brick Breaks from Staffel. I wasn't expecting Destined Gleam to do that much. I just want to weaken it because it was a stopping between me and a Carablast sweep. Here I went into the Magby against Froakie because it was a grass type. I know since it's Life Orb, it's slower, and Magby kills since it's a grass type. It doesn't have Water Shuriken in Little Cup, the only Greninja gets that. So he went into Hugs, and Fire Punch still does good chunk, which limits his switch-ins since the rocks are up and he doesn't have defog. His team doesn't have defog, which is a really sad occasion for him. Here I went into Firium Z just because, you know, in case of a Sneasel switch-in, which I didn't expect. Here I said, okay, I can knock the Eviolite off, then I can just whittle it down with Iron Heads. I knock it off, and with the he's just trying to Wish Pass. I was expecting a switch in there as well, and with his first Body Slam he gets another Paralyze. Now here I'm not switching out because he's attacking and wishing, attacking and wishing, and I didn't want him to be able to heal Darmanitan. Him healing Darmanitan would be really terrible for my end game. Him healing Froakie would also be really bad. And here he could have slowly killed me if I can just manage him to not to heal anything. He could have killed me, but then I would go to Magby. Then I would hope to get a free belly drum and not get paralyzed, or him not having Earthquake. I don't think I saw the fourth move ever. So this is like a pretty straightforward stalling game, which I like, close to PoW. And he kills me with full health. Great luck on my part. So with Magby I belly drum. I got back to full. He body slams, and again with the first body slam he gets paralyzed, and then I couldn't kill with Mag Punch. If I was faster I could have killed it with Fire Punch. He protects against Carablast. Here I'm just gonna Mega Horn. Mega Horn kills that. Mega Horn kills Froakie as well. Mega Horn also kills Sneasel. And his Darmanitan was Scarfer, so he could have actually gone into Darmanitan and scare me off, but even then, I mean, if he's gonna Flare Blitz, I could have just go into Slowpoke and sacrifice Slowpoke and then come again and sweep with Mega Horn Carablast. Carablast is a really OP mon. I would like to thank it. I would like to thank Paul for not hexing me even more, because, you know, even though I have no guard, I think I could have just missed an attack with the luck I had in this game. But thank God that didn't happen. So this is the end of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next week I'll try to remember using a microphone. So sorry again, and have a nice week.